the reason why I have been so on and off anyway is I think I've talked about this before, but it was like, it was literally just I was burnt the fuck out. I think I've definitely talked about it before, but I didn't realize like how or why I was so burnt out to even begin with. Like, it's really weird, right? Like, you think about it. I've only like the only time I've like properly streamed, I would say, is probably like during my first year. Ever since like the first year, I've just been like, oh, I'll come back for like a month or two, and I'll be like, no, can't do this anymore. A big part of it was like, I think it was like being basically a corporate VTuber. Like, I really liked being in PRISM, especially when Captain was around. But like looking back, I didn't realize how much of the shit that went down was just like, oh, that was not great for mental health. Yeah, cause like when you're in corporate, especially like when you're, I guess like it definitely was a startup like when we started, right?
No, yeah, for sure.
So it's like when you're in a startup and it's like everyone's trying their best to like, okay, it's like, oh, we have to carry the company, otherwise it's going to die. Which it kind of did, and we're still here,
just, you know,
so we should have just let it fucking die.
Oh my gosh.
Sorry.
Sorry,
Captain.
Speak your truth.
Sorry,
no,
Captain.
no. Keep going. Speak your truth. Speak your
Sorry,
truth.
Captain. If you're watching, fuck you too. Love you.
That's how Luto says she loves you.
I don't have beef with Captain at all. This is just a joke. But
Yeah.
I don't have
joshing.
Yeah, I don't have beef with any of like the managers or Captain or any of the talents. Like I love them all.
I think it's just like like startup environments are always like whatever industry you're in. It's just so much of it because it's very much all hands on deck. Right?
Yeah.
And that's the case for like a lot of again, I don't want to sound like I'm speaking on behalf of all agencies, but for a lot of startups, that's how it is, and it's a lot of pressure because not only are you worried about your own sort of success and your growth and your career, your livelihood, but it's also like you have to, be there for everyone else.
Yeah.
And that's not a bad thing, for me. And, everyone has their own sort of experiences. It can be a lot, for sure. You love all these people and you want to see them succeed. But yeah, I get what you mean.
Exactly. I was like trying so hard to make PRISM like an actual thing. I remember back then, like the only thing on my mind was just like, oh, I gotta do better for like the next stream. Like the next stream has to be better than what I was doing for the last stream, and like that sort of shit is not great when that's the only thing you think about like 24/7 for like basically a whole year. And I just didn't realize at the time it was that like detrimental to how I would feel towards streaming. I remember like at the end of the year when I went on my first hiatus, I like was going to I literally like was going to start like a stream or something, and I was just like, no, I can't do it. Like I just can't do it. That and also I just had like a lot of like in real life shit going on. Like I don't know. I've always wanted to work and stream at the same time. And that's always going to be difficult, especially now when we're in a fucking recession and tech is not doing so hot. So I've just been like impacted by layoffs, by like really shitty like people and like at work, and like, I don't know, I think during the last 3 years, I've been impacted by 3 different redundancies. I know, it's all been redundancies, like, it's been fucked. Another big reason why I was, like, so burnt out during PRISM was, like, well, PRISM at the end of the day is still a company, right? And then I started VTubing because I just wanted to yap on stream and scream on stream. Literally, like, fucking capitalist. Anyway, that's why I started streaming. But then Prism was a company at the end of the day, and then there was a lot of pressure to just be like, you have to like maximize profit. You have to make sure you get money. Like I do remember back then in our all hands, sometimes Captain would be like, oh yeah, we are still in the red, and we need to like do better, and I just remember thinking like, oh no, I need to do something, but at the same time, I hate I don't know. I just hate asking people for money. That's why I was like really like, oh, I really want to just get like sponsorships.
I feel you.
Yeah. Because I'm so fine with scamming big corporates, but like individuals. So like I don't know when any individual person like just throws like a really big chunk of money at me, I just feel really bad. Like I know like everyone's like, oh, but we do it out of our own free will, and I'm like, but are you really?
And then they support you and your content, and
yeah. So I don't know. Like that was like really bothering me when I was in Prism, and yeah, it was a big part of why I just kind of went like, I don't really want to do this anymore. I've gone to a stage where I remember like I'll open up streaming and I'll have to like, oh, here we go again. It's time to like, do this fucking thing again. Time to put on the fucking act again. Act like it's not bothering you. Yeah. But yeah, I remember a lot of praise of Prism models and especially the rigging. Yeah, I remember like Captain was like very, I don't know, I felt like he did like a really, like man may have had his flaws, but man, the biggest thing that he's done for all of us is he somehow found all of us, which I very much appreciate. Like the things that I hear from other corpos, whew, I'm so glad I'm not in them. But like I've never had to experience that in Prism. Like we're still all friends. There's no beef between any of us, which I think is quite, like he was good at picking people. And then the other thing that he did really well was like, my god, he man went ham on like the fucking models, man. I remember like when you first audition, obviously I wasn't expecting, like you don't get to like pick your model, right? Like you have somewhat of an idea. And the other thing was like when you debut, you don't like before you debut, like you have like, I don't know how other agencies do it, but Prism was like, so you have like a few rounds of interviews. First, it's like, oh, vibe check. And then it's like, oh, what do you want to do with your content? So it's like, he has to make sure that you like align with like the company and like the mission and, blah, 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 blah. And then it was like a few like trial streams that happened like over like a month or two or something. And I think during like the trial streams, the model is then like getting worked on in the background. So I think he like I think it's like kind of rare in the sense that like he didn't really have like a model in mind before like we had like that like whatchamacallit, like the interactive like trial stream stage. Like I remember he would literally watch the stream, like my practice streams, and then he'll be like, oh, I have an idea, and then he'll like go and like, obviously at the time I didn't know, but he would like talk to Natto Mama and Kazane Papa, and he'd be like, hey, I want this. But yeah, when he first revealed the model to me, I was like, holy shit! Like, that's like, I was not expecting that. Like, I was fully expecting like, just the model. Like, I wasn't expecting this, and I was like, oh, all right, I'll take it. I'll fucking take it. I'll fucking take it. What made you apply to Prism, by the way? So basically, I've always kind of wanted to... Sorry, if you had a chance, would you work with Captain again? Yeah, we kind of worked together with the anti-life stuff. I just got busy. But yeah, for sure, would. I don't know, I think, like, we just get along well. Like, man has his problems, but, like, generally, I feel like we get along pretty good. Yeah. But anyway, so what made me apply? So I've always kind of, I think I've talked about this too, but I always like wanted to make content, but I was like, I wasn't sure how I would even get started. I was like, I feel like I have ideas. I feel like I may or may not have what it takes, but I sure will fucking give it a go. So I was like, okay, there's two ways of doing it. I could either start off being like something like a PNG tuber, or I could just apply to agencies. And like, I wasn't searching for PRISM. It kind of just popped up for me one day in like my ads. And then I was like, okay, might as well give it a go. It's a very dodgy ad, but I may as well try it out. What do I have to lose? And so, yeah, the rest is history. That's all. Literally, when I applied, like, PRISM wasn't even a thing. It was like, yeah, it was sussy. Gen 1 hasn't even debuted at that point. So, like, there was nothing. Like, there was literally nothing. It was just, yeah, it was just Captain saying, like, this is another ball, and we're looking for talents, and blah, 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 blah. So, it was so sus, man. Bro, man is good at a lot of things. Facebook ads, not one of them. Why the fuck did he do that? I don't know. But yeah, so, I applied, and, somehow made it. Crazy, I know, yeah. I remember that ad, I know, right? If I click on sketchy ads, I too can become anime grill online. Yep. Maybe not anymore though. I think when I debuted, it was like a very different time. Like now, I feel like, yeah, there's not really. Are there any more new agencies being born? I really don't know. I don't know. I've been away from the scene for too long, but yeah. Y'all debuted literally 2 months or so after Gen 1. Yeah, so basically, like, we were all watching the Gen 1 debuts together. Like, at that point, I was still doing, like, my trial streams. So I wasn't even, like, confirmed. Like, oh, yeah, you're gonna be Luto. Like, it wasn't even, like, confirmed at that point. But I remember I was just watching it, and I was like, yeah, this is what I want to be. It was the Wild West back then. Yeah, definitely. VTubers definitely... I feel like VTubing has definitely become more... For better or for worse, it's become more strategic? More corporate? I don't know. Yeah, I really don't know. Do you have any recordings of the trial streams? Probably, but I don't think I can release them. Maybe, if I can find some snippets. Maybe. Like, it's so funny, because, I literally, like, before, like, the little model was, yeah, it was just in there in PRISM. So, like, it's so weird. I think, like, yeah, we were definitely one of the first smaller, like, non-Niji, non-Hololive corporates to debut in the EN scene, I think. So, yeah, it was, like, completely different. Yeah, Kawaii was also around the same time. Yeah. Damn, 2021 was a strange time. Bigger you get, the more corruption you get. I don't necessarily think so. Besides VTubing, YouTube streaming has come so far. Yeah, the biggest thing was probably, I remember back then on YouTube, there was like hardly any like streaming support. And now it's like an actual thing. It's weird. PRISM's motto was like, oh, we want to, bring joy to you. We want you to... Like, we're not here to be like, oh, you must simp for me kind of deal. It's more like, oh, I want to, like, be a small part of your life. I want to see you do things with your life. I want to see you be happy. And I want to... like be there on the side. It's like spark joy. I am literally KonMari. KonMari. Didn't know PRISM had a motto. Yeah, that was the that was Captain's vision, which is why that's also one of the reasons I joined. Because I was like, no, like the reason why I wanted to start doing this in the first place anyway is like, the world has enough shitty ass things going on. We don't need to add on to the shitty ass things. just fucking chillax. Just take a chill pill. Just sit back, throw back, chill, and don't worry about it. Just brain empty, no thoughts. I'm just here to. I'm not like a professional or anything. I'm just here to vibe. You know, it's like life isn't that serious. Prism did work on it, and well, might have lost a bit when the ownership changed. Yeah, it's yeah, maybe it might have been but yeah, when I first debuted, when Gen 1 first debuted, it was a lot like, I mean, they were still like shooting for the stars, you know. It was still like corpo, and you still had to like, you know, we have to like try our best to, like I said, like carry the company, like hit the numbers and earn the money and shit. But like no, like if Captain didn't say like the most important thing about Prism is to just, you know, have fun and be yourself and encourage other people to be themselves as well, I don't think I would have joined. Seems that Moto stayed after Prism. Prism girls are still as wholesome as they've always been. Yeah, it's weird saying like we're wholesome, because I don't feel like I'm I don't feel like I'm not wholesome, but it's like, no, I get what you mean. I'm so shocked to see you streaming. It's been so, I know, hello. If I saw it, breathe it all in, take it all in before I leave again. Look, I really miss doing this. Oh yeah, that's what I wanted to say. So I was like so burnt out for like a really long time, and like juggling work and streaming. But then I don't know, something literally like this month I was like, oh, I really miss doing this. And I was like, wow, that is strange. Because for a really long time, for like literally the past 3-ish years, I've been like, well, am I streaming because I like it? Or, you know, like, what am I doing this for even? Like, I didn't understand even. I think it was just something, I think that's probably what Burnout does to you. Like, what you used to like, you just don't like it anymore. No, just a bit, just a little, just a little, okay. But yeah, so I was like, well, I have, like, this sounds really bad, and I want you guys to just be like, just fucking hear me out. I honestly hated streaming for like the past 3 years. It felt like I was, especially when I was still under Prism, there was definitely like, oh, when are you gonna come back? When are you gonna come back? And every time I said I would come back, I never actually felt, I didn't hate you! I didn't hate you! Stop it! Stop it! But yeah, I was, every time I had to stream, I just felt like, oh, I was doing it for something else. I don't know what it was, but it was to keep my managers happy, to keep Prism happy, to keep you guys happy. Yeah, 3 years is a long time. Yeah, I know. That's why I've been so like away. No, today was fine. Cause but yeah, I'm getting to it, which is like for the past 3 years it was just, no, I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this. And then all of a sudden, like sometimes this month, I forgot exactly what happened, but I like literally messaged Buckatish, and I was like, bro, I missed this. And you know, like the dumbest fucking thing about this whole thing, like it's been like a year now since Prism officially disbanded. Like more than a year, like a year and a few months. Recently, very recently, actually, just started feeling sad about the fact. I know it sounds fucking stupid. Like, how could it take you a whole year to feel sad about like Prism this, I don't know. It took me a whole fucking year and 2 fucking months. Yeah, I literally just woke up one day and I decided to like go on YouTube, and like one of like our covers popped up and I was just like, oh. I was like, oh, I am sad. At the time, I was very much like, I think I was in survival mode. I was like job-wise, I was like not doing great, and then I had to like move, and then at that time, I was financially like really unstable. So I was just like, I just needed to like survive. I just needed to do it, and yeah, I was too busy to be sad. I was like fucking grinding lead code every day and fucking like applying to like 10 billion jobs and like streaming on the side, and I was just like, no, that's like, I just gotta get through this. And then after that, I joined the company, it took like a really big toll on me. Like, I also just didn't have time to think. And then now that I'm like in a bit of like a better place, I'm just like, oh, I am sad. Yeah, I had bigger problems. I was like, oh well, if I don't make money, if I don't get a job now, I'm not gonna be able to afford rent. I'm gonna be literally homeless. That's crazy. How happy are you right now? I'm pretty happy. Quite good. I am a bit sad over the fact that I don't have my own space. Like, I guess I'm happy you got to be sad again. Yeah, I think I like had the time to like properly process what happened. Took a fucking whole year. Random. So random. Prison was genuinely something special in this industry. There had never been anything like it before, and there most likely won't ever be anything like it again. Yeah. That's why I was so sad about it. The thing I missed the most was having a whole group of people that, in a way, like, we were all doing our own things, but it felt like, we were together for the same goal. I don't know how to describe it, but I really miss that. Like, there were, like, a part of it, like, obviously contributed to how burnout I was, because it's like, oh, you gotta shoot for the stars, you gotta do bigger, you gotta do better things. But, yeah, they're still here, we can still collab, definitely. But, there was something nice about, like, every week you had, like a meeting with, like, Captain, or even Shogun, and, like, all the managers. And all the girls will be there, plus the boys. All 2 of them when they joined. Yeah, like, I don't know. Like, I think I was just sad that, like, I'm never going to have that back again with, like, the same group of people. Yeah, I think that was the main thing that I was sad about. Like, I don't know. I feel like it was like really special. A team. Like, we had a team.